Every single performer that will come out to greet you, your peers, they're going to show you something so special. The joy is going to come out your eyes and your ears. Trust me when I say what's about to happen. It's going to make you start clapping. It's going to make you so hyped and happy. Outside it's going to get 125 degrees. So before we start this show, which is a collaboration between all of the major departments, we got spoken word artists here to share their poetry, their special words. We got dancers that are going to show you movement that's going to make you want to get out of your seat. And we got the choir who's going to start us off with an amazing Black history, you can say the national anthem. But before that, we also have to thank Miss Alfano, who has been gracious enough to allow us to come in here and give her a hand. For saying, you know what, we're going to open up this building so we can enjoy each other's energy. Because that's what this is all about. Oh, yes. And a quick rule, ladies and gentlemen. There are going to be rules since this is our first time coming back. Even if you're in the audience, you please have to keep your mask on above your nose. So if you could just take care of that little movement right now, we will highly appreciate that. I see some hands moving. All right, make sure that happens. But I also want to bring out the artistic director that also puts this together, all these choreographed pieces you're about to see. Please give a hand to Ms. Neverson as she comes out. Give me some words about this show.
Hello, everyone.
Happy Black History Month. To see this show. We've been working really hard, and I really want to stress that you too can get involved next year. All right, we have so many wonderful programs here at Truman High School. Some of these pieces were created in the modern dance class where you get a physical education credit. Others were created in after-school programs like the choir, the gospel choir after school, the Caribbean and hip-hop dance after school. We have a special program in the ELA department, spoken word, poetry, so many wonderful things. And I do not want to forget, because this is the backbone of this whole program, the media program. Because without them, we couldn't have the lights, the camera to shine on all this action. So let's give this school a round of applause. We got it going on up here in Truman. Yeah, we got it going on. Yeah. I know you're in the show, and I want to thank you again for your professionalism. And have a great time. Happy Black History Month. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening sky. Let it resound loud as the road.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Just because I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my sassiness upset you? Don't take it so hard just because I laugh, as if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard. You can shoot me with your words, you can cut me with your lies, you can kill me with your hatefulness, but just like life, I rise. Does my sexiness offend you? Oh. Does it come as a surprise that I dance as if I have diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame I rise. Up from a past rooted in pain I rise. A black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling and bearing in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear I rise. Into a daybreak miraculously clear I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the hope and the dream of the slave. And so, wow. There I go.
still to slow down the time. I'm up in the woods, I'm down on my mind, I'm building still to slow down the time. I'm up in the woods, I'm down on my line, I'm building a still down the time. I'm lost in the world, but now I'm alive. I'm building a city, and I'm down for the night, down for the night. Says she's down for the night. I'm lost in the world. I'm down my whole life. I'm new in the city, but I'm down for the night, down for the night, down for the night. You're my devil, you're my angel, you're my heaven, you're my hell, you're my now, you're my forever, you're my freedom, you're my jail, you're my lies, you're my truth, you're my war, you're my truth, you're my questions, you're my proof, you're my stress and your mama Seuss. Mama say, mama mock the sun. Lost in this plastic life, let's break out of this fake ass party, turn this into a classic night. If we die in each other's arms, still get laid in the afterlife. If we die in each other's arms, still get laid, yeah. Run from the lights, run from the night, run for your life. I'm new in the city, down for the night, down for the night, down for the night. I'm lost in the world, I'm down my whole life. I'm new in the city, down for the night, down for the night, down for the night. Who will survive in America? Who will survive in America? Who will survive in America? Who will survive in America?
What you see are the faces of our ancestors who were caught within slavery. I'm Kwame Akoto-Bamfo. I'm an artist, educator, and cultural activist. I'm trying to portray what our ancestors went through, trying to immerse in the enslavement experience, all cut across 400 years. So we have various narratives, we have various people from different tribes, we have various states in which they were before they were captured. There were those who were prisoners of war, there are those who were just purely kidnapped, there were those who were coerced, those who were clueless as to what was really happening. There are just so many narratives, and it's not a single story, and hence the decision to make it on this scale, so that even though we cannot create as many sculptures as our ancestors who we lost, we will have clear representation of what really happened. We are using human heads because the art itself is paying homage to our ancient practice, Akan practice of creating portraits of the dead. Walking through the sculptures all come with a series of feelings. Whilst at one point I'm happy that I am able to tell the story, the moment when you place a head amongst a lot, it's very significant of one other person being captured. I want the installation to be that point of reference for us to realize how great we were, what went wrong, and the possibility of us getting our greatness back.
Wade in the water. God said he's gonna trouble the water. I've been walking with my face into the sun. Weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, what I can for my people. While the clouds go back and the stars to the sky, so I'm gonna stand up.
After slavery was prohibited in 1865, formerly enslaved people in America were granted full citizenship, the right to vote, and under the 14th Amendment, protection from racial violence. Formerly enslaved people were promised land and opportunity, but most got nothing because America quickly devolved into an era of racial terrorism and oppression for black citizens. White people in the South were angry that people formerly considered property were now equal citizens. Many turned to violence. In the years immediately following the Civil War, thousands of black people were murdered when they tried to claim their rights. Soon afterwards, federal troops were withdrawn from the South, ending a brief period of racial progress known as Reconstruction. Nationwide resistance to racial equality resulted in the reestablishment of racial subordination through biased laws, disenfranchisement, and terrorism, most dramatically enforced through lynchings. Racial terror lynchings of black people defined a shameful era in America. These lynchings differed from the hanging of white people in places where there was no functioning criminal justice system. Racial terror lynchings were directed at all black people. They enforced compliance with racial hierarchy and white supremacy, and ensured racial segregation and denial of equal rights. In 1916, in Cedar Bluff, Mississippi, a young black man named Jeff Brown accidentally bumped into a white woman while running to catch a train. A white mob stopped him and lynched him, beating him and then hanging him from a tree for his insolence and carelessness. His public murder was not about criminal punishment, but was instead about maintaining racial hierarchy and terrorizing the black community. White town residents proudly sold photographs of Mr. Brown's brutalized body hanging from the tree for 5 cents each.
The day,
Lord, the day
is past.
is past.
Gone.
Lord, the day is past and gone.
The
Woo, 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 woo.
evening shade.
Lord, Lord.
Oh, peace. Lord, may we all remember well that the night of death
Time of death.
draws nigh.
Lord, the time of death draws nigh. Yeah. You may run on for a long time, run on for a long time. You may run on for a long time. Let me tell you, God Almighty gonna cut you down. Go tell that liar. Go tell the midnight rider. Tell the gambler, that rider. Tell him God Almighty gonna cut him down. My head got wet with the midnight dew. The morning star was a witness too. I never shall forget that day. Jesus washed my sins away. One day, I was walking along. Heard a voice of someone. Voice I heard, it sound so sweet. Made his blood run down on my feet. Go tell the liar. Go tell the midnight rider. Tell the gambler, that rider. You tell him God Almighty gonna cut him down. You read about Samson from his birth. Strongest man who ever lived on earth. Lived way back in ancient times. Died with the help of the end of time. A lot of food Samson, don't you know? The Holy Bible just tells you so. She came to Samson on her knees. Said, tell me where you sit down, if you please. How does she look so fair? Samson said, still lies in my hair. She shaved his head just as clean as your hand. Samson got as weak as any other man. Go tell that liar. Go tell that liar. Tell the gambler, that liar. Tell him God Almighty gonna cut him down. If Adam was named, placed in the garden by God's command, God saw the sweat of your brow. Don't tell me I'm liar. Don't tell me I'm liar. Tell them you tell them God Almighty gonna cut him down. Some people go to church just to signify, trying to make a date with the neighbor's wife. Neighbor, let me tell you, just as sure as you want, better leave that woman, better leave her alone. These days, just mark my words. That brother has gone to work. Walk right up and knock on the door. No, brother, you'll knock no more. Tell that liar, midnight liar. Tell the devil, that's God, and tell him God Almighty gonna cut him down.
Every year they give us a month. For the times we suffered, it isn't enough. We celebrate the people who fought for our stuff and the ones who actually cared about us. Martin Luther King had a dream for all of us. Martin Luther King had a dream for all of us. He thought we could do better, but it's America. Segregated education, aggravated cops, tons of inequality. When will it stop? We go through the same things, just different situations. Discriminated by cops for a whole ton of generations. You see, you can't inherit racism. You can only learn it. And we're the ones who have to carry the burden.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory, glory, glory. Oh.
Hands to the heavens, no man, no weapon formed against, yes, glory is destined. Everyday women and men become legends. Sins that go against our skin become blessings. The movement is a rhythm to us. Freedom is like religion to us. Justice is juxtaposition in us. Justice for all just ain't specific enough. One son died, his spirit is revisiting us. True and living in us. Resistance is us. That's why Rosa sat on the bus. That's why we walk through Ferguson with our hands up. When it go down, we woman and man up. They say stay down, and we stand up. Shots, we on the ground, the camera panned up. King pointed to the mountaintop, and we ran up.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory, glory, glory. Oh. Now the war is not over, victory
every man, woman, and child. Even Jesus got his crown in front of a crowd. They march with the torch, we gon' run with it now. Never look back, we done gone hundreds of miles. From dark roads, heroes, to become a hero. Facing the League of Justice, his power was the people. Enemy is lethal, a king became regal. Saw the face of Jim Crow under a bald ego. The biggest weapon is to stay peaceful. We sing, our music is the cuts that we bleed through. Somewhere in the dream we had an epiphany. Now we right the wrongs in history. No one can win a war individually. It take the wisdom of the elders and young people's energy. Welcome to the story we call victory. The coming of the Lord, my eyes have seen the glory.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory. When the war is won, when it's all said and done, we'll cry glory. Oh, glory.
You want to know what's funny? Being alone. Watching the ones you call family turn their backs on you. Enduring endless pain and suffering. Keep the entire universe of problems to ourselves. And then we open up. We share a piece of us that no one else would have known. Trusting that they just listen and not breathe a word they hear to a single soul. But our expectations don't always become reality. When they do, though, there's always a cost. We expect to be treated equally. The cost of saying, because ladies and gentlemen, we do not live in the same world. People hurt people for fun, because of jealousy, the past mistakes, future goals, and current statuses, economical and financial, because someone's rich and the other poor. Because our afflicted has no sympathy, we get drenched in pain and agony. This planet has had problems, countless and countless. Tell me, why is race one of them? Why should the color of my skin determine whether or not I get the job? Why am I not able to voice my opinions? Why do I have to work as a dog? If you expect what no one can me. Trust me, when all you've done is push me closer to my latent graveyard, close my eyes and pray when the fair chance was never given. Beautiful, loving mothers who have to watch their children grow up suffering police brutality. Basic legal messages that the people wanted to convey through peaceful protests, yet they weren't being peaceful, and so our people were attacked. Be brave, because that's what we have to be in order to survive. L, the legislation, a branch that stands for everybody, but it's feeling very non-existent at this point if you ask me. M, money, the one thing we thought corrupted this world from the very beginning, when it truly started here. Black Lives Matter. We got problems forevermore. You'll never be like me. You'll never be like us. You'll never truly understand the pain people have to go through. You want to know something else? There's a phrase I love. See the beauty through the chaos. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I got a question for you. If this world is the chaos, can we truly still be beautiful?
You're broken down and tired. Live life on a merry-go-round, and you can find a fighter. I see it, so please don't walk it out. Mountains, we gon' walk it out. Mountains.
And I love, rise like the day I love. Inside of the eight, I'll raise it. And I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I love, high like the waves, we rise up. Inside of the eight, we'll raise it. And we'll do it 1,000 times again.
When the silence isn't silent, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, but you just keep on trying, 'cause I hear you slowly on
Mountains, we don't walk it out.
mountains.
And I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up. In spite of the ache, I'll rise up. And I'll do it 1,000 times again.
king, you a king, you know it. King already, you know it. Top everything, you know it. King already, you know it. My body so got a king body. Body gon' shine, bling, bling body. Calling all the shots, ring, ring body. Crown on your head, got a king body. Don't live a king, you a king, you know it. King already, my baby, you know it. Top everything, you know it. King already, you know it. Shine already, it's time already. Align already, it's time already. Shine already, it's time already. Align already, it's time already.
Try to stop it, me say no, no, no. Royalty say country, no, no, no. Try to stop it, me say go, 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 go. Bubble up and watch it go, go. We can be ruler, yeah. Everybody on the conquer, yeah. Every king be stronger, yeah. King the rule them longer, yeah. Yep, good to go.
I've seen no dance before, but I've never seen a dance like this. I've seen no dance before, they say I'm not going out to live. Alright, real bad man, no we people pants. We take dancing to a higher rank. We spend pound and we spend franc. Jonathan knew that all of Jamaica and grand, yeah. On the river, on the bank. Kick out the shoes because you put them no cramp. When you take in the river, on the bank. Jonathan knew that all of Jamaica and grand, yeah. Down the flank, we a go down the flank. Like a baller, we go down the flank. You cheap pretty young, just in your tank. But the new dance, you know your people are cool. Give them a run, Chan, give them a run. Give them a run, we and the girls that have fun.
Shut up shots of the thing I feel well. One me and look from the road, check that. Dog, if you want look some girl.
The feedback is because we got so much great feedback from you. So thank you. That is our show. Please make sure that you find out about these programs. Give yourself a applause. Give the performers an applause for showing your interest in the dance. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. And we look forward to seeing you again very soon. But wait, please, you got some words from Ms. Bell. Please give a hand to Ms. Bell. Thank you everybody for coming in. We practiced very hard and long for this, but there's only one person we can truly thank for having this, and that is our dance teacher, our stage manager, Miss Neverson. Can we get a round of applause for Neverson? Without Miss Neverson, none of this would have happened. She led us all with our performance, with our stage and everything, and I can truly thank her for being here today.
This didn't happen without you guys' cooperation. I appreciate your professionalism, and I just want to say